speaking of the whitest people I know, my friend group, every friend group needs a token friend. It's just like, you know, it's a law of TV, basically. From New Hampshire, so we had a Mormon kid as our token friend, the whitest kind of white person. And he was really cool. He was so nice, but he was a little behind the curve sometimes, which is why I convinced him, senior year of high school, that the G-Spot was a hard-to-find dance club in New York. Are we going to the G-Spot sometime, bud? Sure. You find the G-Spot yet? I'm trying. I want to go to the G-Spot. Me too. Now, New England, growing up in New England, it's such a weird place. It really is. You know, strange dialects, unresolvable conflicts. We all kind of hate each other, even though we all worship the same sports teams. Holy shit, guys, are we the Middle East? And so, I tried so hard to have a rebellious phase as a teen. I really did. But I was too well adjusted. My mom is a middle school guidance counselor. My dad is a school psychologist. I literally could not yell, "You don't understand me," because it's what they had degrees in. I think for my parents and a lot of parents, high school theater is just this like 4-year-long Schrodinger's experiment. The Schrodinger's box of like, how gay is our son? Because he's in high school theater at this point. It's not a question of, is he gay? It's, well, where are we on the sliding scale? And I was straight, but I was Music Man straight. So like fun and catchy, but no one wanted to do me. I had a crush on a girl in high school. I had a crush on every girl in high school. But her name was Annabelle. She was very sweet, and sophomore year, my big plan was to ask her out on Halloween, because like I previously mentioned, as a fat kid, former fat kid, that's better than Christmas. And I had it all planned out in my head. It was going to be great, but I had to take my little brother trick-or-treating first. And he'd actually built himself a homemade robot costume. Plastic garbage cans up top, sweatpants that he'd spray-painted silver on the bottom. He had no shoes on. He was actually just sort of walking on the end of the silver sweatpants. And I take him from house to house. I help him up the stairs because his friends don't want to go with him. And I get him back, and I hear the most exciting news I think I've ever heard in my 15 years on this earth, which is, oh, Will, Sophie and Annabelle just stopped by. You should see if you should catch up with them. And I just hear like the angelic choir in my head. I've got the rom-com Manic Pixie Dream Girl soundtrack already playing. I'm ready for this. This is my moment. Sure, I'm kind of hefty and I'm dressed as Indiana Jones, but what could go wrong? And I run into them. And I always, it was weird. Whenever Annabelle was in town, she always wanted to meet up with Sophie, and I always felt like a third wheel for some reason. But nah, it couldn't be anything. What was I? And so we are going down the street. We're going down the street. Everything's good. And I'm like, well, even if this doesn't work out, I'll still get candy, which is such a fat kid mindset. And I feel the group stop behind me, and there is Sophie and Annabelle just making out. They're a couple.
Oh no.
And I should have said nothing. I should have said nothing. I should have just stuffed like fun-sized Milky Ways in my mouth, saved myself the trouble. Instead, I kind of feel it start at like the pit of my stomach. And I know it's coming up. I can't stop myself. I was born to make a joke in awkward situations. Now is not the time that stops. And I just go, huh? Well, now it's really happy Halloween. The look on their faces. It was not a happy Halloween. It was not. I hope someday I can be as brave as the guy I saw park a Hummer at City Market. That takes balls. That takes balls. And so, I'm a pretty likable guy, I guess. I do have some opinions, though, that are not popular. And don't ask me why, but I'm going to share those. And really, they are not the ones you'd expect. Like, I don't know if I want to have kids. Whatever, you do you. I'm not super religious. Hey, it's 2016, whatever. I didn't like Happy Feet, the 2006 Disney movie with the dancing penguins. What the fuck? fuck, man. He had music in his heart. I live with my girlfriend and I live with 2 friends, and one of my roommates has this friend named Desmond, who I cannot stand. You know, everybody's roommate has that one friend. This, God, he is always over, sleeps in her room, never pays rent. He's gone into our room and woken us up before. Like, who does that? And I honestly, I could forgive everything. But when you go to like pet his fuzzy belly, he bites you. It's just the worst fucking cat. And so I'm still in Burlington. I know most of you through college. And I had this grand plan after graduation. I was gonna move to Alaska, you know, to get away from the ice and snow. But I actually ended up breaking my elbow, you know, because of the ice and snow. And I learned really fast that, you know, it's an adjustment, but the biggest one is, if you're on a college campus, do not mention you're on an Nazi prescription. That is just good advice. So, I am dating someone. She's very beautiful. We've been together for almost 2 years now. And she travels a lot, and it's just, you know, it's the kind of thing that happens. We're pretty good at long distance. But in any long distance couple, there's always that moment where you try and sort of, you know, have a little fun over Skype or FaceTime. It's like, oh, this is nice at first, and then eventually, oh wait, there's a little video of me in the corner. Oh, that's a roll. Oh, that's a wrinkle. And it's like all the regret of watching your homemade sex tape, but like played in real time. She is the sweetest though. She takes away the candy corn from me when it's time to stop. Thank you very much.